Even though technically it's not till December. Oh, do we have a puppy coming? Do you want to be up here? Bungie, do you want to be up here? Go ahead. Good girl. Alright, if you see a black fluffy thing right here, it's just Bungie. Hi guys, I can't believe we are towards the end of fall. Although technically it's not until December, but I feel like with the weather actually feeling cold, 30s these last couple of days, I'm feeling the snow coming. I feel like we're gonna get some snow in December, and hopefully we do, because I really do enjoy snow and just cooler weather. Not for that long. I wish it was only maybe 2 months max, but I do enjoy the seasons. So these last couple of months I didn't try out that many products, so I would say half of these you're going to be very familiar with, and the other half I've kind of just used off camera. Actually, we're going to start off with skincare. I already put it on my face. We're going back to two products that I've loved for many years. It's the Peach and Lily collection. This is the Glass Skin Serum, and this is the Matcha Pudding Cream. I am part of Peach and Lily's PR list. I do love these products. I've bought them myself in the past. I just recently finished the Glass Skin Mist. I was obsessed with that, I think end of spring, all of summer, into fall. That one's definitely going to be in my yearly favorites. These products are the ones that I've been using with my tretinoin. You guys know I've been just like going through it with my face. I feel like today it's looking not bad. Some days it looks way more inflamed and red than other days, and then other times I'm like, wait, am I even breaking out? Am I even stressed? Because my skin looks really good. I'm having good skin days and bad skin days, and that's okay. Before I get into the makeup, I need to fix this top. It's a Bolero, and I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I mainly got it because of the color. It's hard for me to find knitwear in this beautiful terracotta, but I don't know how I feel about this. It's just something about Boleros that are fitted and the way it just touches my armpit that I'm like, about. It's quite stretchy. I think I'm just not used to something so tight around my arms and the armpit area. But I really like the color, and I have like matching high-waisted pants. It's a cute look, perfect for fall and winter. Anywho, starting off with the makeup. So because I've been using the tretinoin, and because it's been drying out my skin, primarily like up here in the forehead area, I've been using other products to combat that. So whether it's the e.l.f. Putty primer, which that is long gone. I finally finished it not too long ago. So now I'm moving on to another primer that I love, and this one is the Milk Makeup one. I have no idea what to do with my hair. It's been just growing so much. I can't remember the last time it's been this long. I'm getting my hair cut this weekend. I'm so excited. Last time I got my hair cut was right before my ceremony, and that was in June, mid-June. So I'm looking forward to a haircut. And even these front pieces that I just tucked, they're way too long. Anything below my lip chin area, I'm like, I need a good haircut, which I'm actually trying a new hairstylist. I'm kind of nervous, but looking forward to it. I'm friendly with someone who works there. It's a afternoon tea restaurant, okay, on one side. And then the other side is a salon and spa. It's so cute, up my alley. If you've ever seen me in florals and I'm dressed up and you see this English cottage garden vibe, that's where I'm at. It's so much fun when the weather's warmer to go out there. And I've just met lovely people along the way, just meeting people at that place. So I'm excited to get my haircut there. No color because I gotta go to my girl Shireen for that. And I don't think I'll be seeing her until next year. Who knows? Is this my last haircut before my wedding? Maybe. But I think I'm still gonna get another one, ideally a month before, because I've learned I don't like a fresh cut right before any big events. I would ideally like a month in between that, because for whatever reason a fresh cut, it's just too perfect. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not a fan of it, at least not on me. I almost want it to be a little more lived in, and I do want to add the balayage back before the wedding. I'm just kind of, you know, taking a break, saving some money, just doing a plain old haircut. So like I said earlier, I've been breaking out, but you know, one thing that I haven't been doing is wearing foundation. I've only worn it a a couple times in these last 3 months, I've been mainly wearing concealer. That's really it, or just going bare and letting my skin breathe. So if I want coverage, I've been going back to this. This is the e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector in green. Less is more with this product. I just got a new one right here by my chin. Because if you put too much, then you're having problems covering up the green. So really just a little bit. And then I'm just gonna blend with my fingers. Definitely a lot better, less red. This dries very quickly. So then over that, this is the concealer that I've been using this fall season. I've talked about a lot of new concealers to you guys, like the House Labs one, which I still need to try more to get a good feeling for it. The Tower 28 one, which I'm a big fan of, but I haven't been using that for that long. It's only been a couple weeks. And then what else? The Lip Tinted one, but I always go back to this one. It's the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer. I also think this is the best match for me where my skin is at now, and the color is in Burdock. There's just something about this where it has enough warmth. It's not too dark on me, and I find it to have the warmth that I'm looking for. And I also use it under my eyes. It's just so creamy, very easy to blend. So let's just start off with that, and then I'll show you guys how well it blends and covers up. And this does feel like serum, which has been very nice because my skin has been feeling dry in certain areas. I've been going to bed so early. So for me, early means 9:30. And usually I go to bed between maybe like 10:30. But I think I'm just so mentally exhausted because my body's not that exhausted. Just my mind and my emotions are so exhausted that I'm like, I need to go to sleep. I need to shut my brain off and just go to bed. And I've been doing very simple, minimal makeup. You guys have probably noticed that in the last few videos. I just really haven't had the energy for it. Although I did dress up for Halloween, I didn't think that was going to happen. Although I had it planned for quite some time, we were able to do that, and that was a lot of fun. Although my makeup was quite simple, and if you follow me on my Instagram, then you probably saw that reels. It was nice to do something a little more creative. If you are a similar skin tone to me, light medium, warmer olive undertones, I think you're gonna love this concealer. I am gonna apply it in other areas so things look a little more even on the skin. Because for the most part, I really don't need any coverage on the cheeks or just like the lower half of my face. If I'm in the mood, I'll go in with a bronzer. This was the bronzer that I was using the later half of the summer, if I'm remembering correctly. This is definitely going to be in my yearly favorites. This is the Makeup Revolution Cream Bronzer. I have the lightest shade, but I also think I can go one shade darker. But I've been just really enjoying this. Just adding more warmth to the skin, a little more definition. I barely touch my brush to the product. And I think what I like about this is it's buildable. It can look quite natural. Trying to be careful up here of the breakouts, but just wanting to blend everything in. These are the two blushes that I was mainly using. If I wanted something more bronzy, I would go for this one. This is the Patrick Cream and Powder Blush in She's So LA, which I feel like goes very well with what I'm wearing. Or this one, the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush, if you want something a little more affordable. I had an idea of creating a video all about drugstore neutral blushes. There aren't that many. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but it's hard to find a neutral blush. So I found this one that looked promising. I've tried these blushes before. It was just a new color for me. This one's in Maui. So if I wanted a more understated blush, not one that would give me too much color, I would go for this. But if you're darker than me, I don't think this is going to show up on you. I think I'm going to go in with this one since I haven't really shown it to you guys. This is what I was wearing on my friend's bachelorette trip. We went to Atlantic City, right? In New Jersey? Yeah. It was so much fun. I didn't post anything on my stories. I really kept it low-key. Honestly, there was some stuff that shouldn't be shown on stories, but I did post a reels with my friend Marissa. It was just so much fun. My two good friends are her maids of honor, and they did an incredible job. It was a Mamma Mia themed. If I have some videos, like short, quick videos, I'll pop them up right here. It was just so much fun. Even though it was quite cool in Jersey for a November trip, it was still a lot of fun. I really haven't explored New Jersey or that area. I think that was my first time going on the boardwalk, going to the casinos. I'm not a big gambler at all. I don't find it to be fun at all. I actually get quite a lot of headaches in that type of scene just because of all the smoking and the lights. It's just too stimulating for me. I think that's what I'm realizing. It's just too much. It was the exact same feeling when I went to Vegas because my husband is from Vegas. And that whole scene, although it can be fun, more than just a couple of hours is just too much for me. So we didn't gamble, but we did this like scavenger hunt that was quite intense that my friend made. It was just so much fun, but it was a very typical bachelorette trip in the best way possible. It gets you out of your mundane routine and makes you feel like you don't have any responsibilities at home, and that's always nice to do every now and then. For that trip, since it was Mamma Mia themed, you can go like 70s. We had to wear blue, so I decided Friday morning, maybe a couple of hours before I have to get on the train, I'm gonna sew my own jeans. So I had flare jeans and I bought some, but I wasn't a fan of the ones that I bought, so then I ended up returning them. But I knew I had a couple of pairs in my closet. I took the ones that were my favorite and I was like, what can I do? I went to the thrift store the day before, so Thursday. I was like, let's see what I can find. Maybe I can find better flare jeans. Maybe I could find some fabric or curtains and I could just add the ruffles at the bottom. This was my inspo pick, even though I was doing it solo. I just love that look and it was so much fun. So I ended up finding fabric at a thrift store. Surprisingly, it wasn't denim, but it was, what's that other fabric called? It's like denim, but it's thinner. I'm blanking on the name, but I know it. So I used that and it was just fabric by the curtains. So I sewed ruffles onto my pants. Mind you, I haven't used my sewing machine in a hot minute. I created my own pleats. Now usually I would have done more like a dirndl, so it would have looked more gathered, but that wasn't working for me and I wasn't sure why, and I think it was because my stitches weren't wide enough so then I could actually gather it. But technicalities to the side, it just wasn't working. So I was like, you know what, let's do something else that's gonna give a similar effect. So I did pleats by hand. My teacher, okay, and I could hear her when I was sewing, she would have want me to measure the pleats exactly, iron them, then do it, versus I skipped a lot of those steps because I was running out of time. So I ended up doing 2 layers. I would have loved to have done 3, but it turned out really great. It was so much fun. I ended up saving so much money because I had the pants, I thrifted the fabric, I thrifted my belt, which was a curtain. I just quickly cut because I didn't have time to do a little more than that. And then the top I ended up getting on Amazon. The denim jacket, surprisingly, I didn't have one that didn't have holes or any rips. So I thrifted that. It matched so well to the pants and it was a great way to reuse and recycle. I was just so proud of myself and it turned out great. And it was perfect because it was cold in New Jersey. So I knew I wanted to be more covered up, but if I wanted to take my jacket off, I could do that. This is what the blush looks like. As you can see, it's quite subtle, and once I put powder, it's not going to be so obvious. So I'm going to apply a little to the nose. I'm still liking that trend, applying a little bit of blush to the nose. Nothing crazy. It's kind of whatever's on my brush. Do you guys want to hear more stories about the trip? I won't get into anything super crazy. If you want to hear it, keep watching. If you don't, just skip ahead. But I'm going in with the only powder that I've really been using. It's the e.l.f. HD Loose Setting Powder. I just needed something loyal that I didn't have to think about. This is what I've been wearing every single day whenever I wear any kind of makeup. We went to, what do you call it? Kind of like a Magic Mike's type of thing, but in New Jersey. It was so interesting. Can I just say, 1, it was my first time going. 2, I wasn't expecting them to be so close and like how much physical contact there was going to be. I thought it'd be like dancing on the stage, being in your vicinity, but not being like on you, like pressed up against you. I was not expecting that because I don't remember that from Magic Mike, but hey, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but I was like, oh my gosh. And the bride-to-be, although my friend said they didn't ask for this, at least not everything that was happening, she ended up going up on stage and like all of the dancing and the stripping and everything. I was like, oh my gosh. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then after that, we ended up going to this bar called The Yard. And at first it was a bit quiet. There were some people there. It's quite big. There's a stage, a huge bar, a big dance floor in between, and it was pretty chill. We were the only large group, and then within the hour the band came out and it was so much fun. If you grew up in the early 2000s, you'll be very familiar with the music that they were playing. Again, I'll have some video clips. You won't be able to hear the audio, but you'll see how much fun we were having. We gave them our blue boas, everyone was dancing, more groups started coming along, and then guess what, guys? The male dancers showed up. Not all of them, just 2. It was so much fun because they're fantastic dancers. They showed off and they were just so lighthearted. It was such a good time. I put a little bit of the soft focus setting spray after the powder because sometimes my skin looks a little too powdery, especially up here because I was trying to pack it on so nothing moves. So for the eyebrows, this has been my main product. It's the NYX The Brow Glue in Taupe. So I love the original one and they came out with this one I think soon after that. I find this to be similar to the original one, but it's not as goopy. But I do love the shade match and it does groom my brows and give them hold, and I feel like if I just wanted to go with this alone I'd be okay, especially for more of a minimal look. There's a difference, but it still looks pretty natural. And again, I've been just going for easy, quick makeup. This time I ended up doing a couple layers. Usually I only do one because I just wanted to see if I can get more pigment from it, and it actually looks really good. I feel like I don't even have to go in with a pencil, because I was going to mention a pencil and I still will, I just don't think I'm going to use it today. The Alicia Shaper Defining Eyebrow Pencil in Taupe. I've gone through 4 of these, and because my Alicia full line review video is coming out very soon, I've been using all the products, kind of just reminding myself what I like, what I didn't like, the ones I felt more neutral about, and this is a product that I've been obsessed with ever since I've been exploring Alicia and the whole entire brand in general. I've been loving this, which is why I've gone through so many. So that's my warning. This gives more of a natural brow look, especially since it's taupe. It's not so dark, but I just love the look it gives me. Even though I've been only using this for a couple of weeks, it's been my go-to highlighter. It's the Saie Glowy Gel Liquid Highlighter. It's so beautiful. You have the mini version. This is in Start Glow. Very natural looking. This is what I brought to my trip. Like, this is what I'm going to bring when I go to my bachelorette trip, unless I find something else 6 months later. Who knows? Maybe I will. But I love how this looks on the skin. Even for days where you're not wearing any makeup, but you just want some glow, just put a little bit of this on and it's effortless. And that's all I needed. I did more like a half a pump, and I've also just put it on my skin, like on my body, and it's not intense or anything. It's quite natural looking. For the eyes, it's been very simple. I've honestly haven't been doing anything. Most days it's like this. I'll curl my lashes, that's it. If I'm doing a little more than that, I'll go in with a shadow stick. I find this one to be one of the best ones I've ever discovered from the drugstore. It's the Maybelline Tattoo 24-Hour Eye Stick, and this shade is I Am Curious. It does have some shimmer to it. It gives you that wet effect. Honestly, I don't even think you need to blend it out. You can just go like that and be done with it. But I love how easy it is. Like, these are the types of products I need when my day is so busy, but I want something on the eyes. No one is talking about this product. I talked about it, I think, towards the end of summer, and I'm still obsessed with it. I do want to check out the other shades. I wonder if it's because I just love this shade so much. But again, it gives that wet look. And it has great longevity. You don't necessarily need a primer. It doesn't crease. It's so good. For mascara, because I really haven't been using any eyeliner, I've been going back and forth with these 2 Cleo Mascaras. Now, I have a video that's coming out, I think after this one, where I break down all of the Cleo Mascaras. Yes, I bought all of them. I think there's a total of 6, maybe 7, because I'm still finishing up that video. But the 2 that I've been wearing nonstop, the brown one, long curling, which you guys know because I've been using the black one ever since I think the end of last year. Love that one. I'm obsessed with the black one if you want something a little more natural looking. But I've also been loving this one, which is the Sleek Volume. So long curling gives you more length. It gives you that curl. Sleek Volume, I would say, gives it all to you. And then plus the volume. I'm going to show you the Sleek Volume one. There's a slight curve to it. Depending on what I'm going for, I either do 1 or 2 coats. By far my favorite mascara. So that's 1 coat. Again, very light. I'm going to add 2 coats just to show you guys the difference. So I had all these plans of wearing fake lashes when I went to Jersey. Didn't happen. I was like, I really don't have the time or the desire. So I just wore this with 2 coats. And to me, it gave a very similar effect. out and it will last all day. This is the mascara that I wore when I was going to the hospital a lot and I was crying a lot, and it just stayed put. The curl, everything stayed put. I was like, wow, this mascara could do anything. This is the type of mascara that a bride would wear any kind of special occasion. To me, this is a ride or die mascara. Now the negative to this, and I think I've talked about it before, that it is harder to remove. So you do have to go in with a cleansing balm, a cleansing oil. I haven't found much success with micellar water. I just don't think it's strong enough. Lashes look so good. I'm gonna apply a little more blush just because I lost a little bit of it. Bring it back just towards the center right here. For lip products, I have a few. This is where we're going to be ending it off with the makeup. Starting off with the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. This one is in, which one is this one? Vanilla Beige, which is my personal favorite shade. I don't have much of this left. I think that's the reason why I stopped using it during like the spring and summer, but it has a little bit of tint to it, just enough to show, at least on my lips. I would love for them to come out with something like this, but darker, but still have that warmth to it. When I want a no fuss lip product, I go with the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. But if I want to do a little bit more than that, so let's say I want to gloss it up, add a little more pigment, then I would go in with this one. The NYX Butter Gloss in Caramel. Such a beautiful color. This is in my fall favorites lip products. See, this is what I'm talking about, where I want Summer Fridays to do something a little more pigmented, so darker than the Vanilla Beige one, but still offer that warmth. So if they could do this but in a lip balm, that would be perfect. But either way, this has been my go-to lip gloss. Again, this might feel a little repetitive to my fall lip products, but hey, these are the ones that I've been using the absolute most. So the others are the Persona Cosmetics E-Balms. My two favorites, I think I have all the colors, Meditate and Gratitude. So Meditate is more of like a pinky nude, and then Gratitude is more brown. If you are looking for an all-in-one lip product, you want the shine, you want the pigment, you don't necessarily want to worry about lip liner, again, I think that's very personal, I would check this one out. So this one that I put on is in Meditate. And the last one has to go to the Ilia Balmy Tint Hydrating Lip Balm, although I don't find it to be your typical lip balm. This is in Faded. I think this is the one that I'll be wearing today. So you guys know I love this one. I can't stop talking about it. To me, it's the perfect fall lip product. So now let's move on to, I guess we could talk about a little more of the skincare. And so I recently got onto Fenty Beauty and Fenty Skin PR. So they've been sending me stuff, and I haven't really explored specifically Fenty Skin at all. They sent this to me maybe a couple months ago. It's the Cherry Dove Triple Action AHA Body Scrub. Now I love any body product that has an AHA, a BHA, because it just helps with the KP, the bumps, anything like that, just to minimize it. And this has been amazing in the shower. So this is a physical and a chemical scrub. So it's going to feel a little more gritty like sand. So if you don't like that, I wouldn't get this. But I really enjoy using this on my legs and my feet. Something about my feet. I've been just like really getting into it with these physical scrubs. Also other areas too, but just I've been really, oops, I'm dripping. I've been just really focusing on the legs and feet. The smell of this is amazing. It truly smells like cherries. They do have a face scrub as well, which they sent to me. I'm not the biggest fan of face scrubs. I like this a little more. Because it's getting cooler, this has come in handy. It's the Gazoo Honey Infused Beauty Balm. So before, I really wasn't using it that much during the summer. Now I'm using it all the time, every time I get out of the shower. So I really like using this on my elbows, specifically my feet. Again, something about my feet, the what do you call it, the heels of my feet. I've been loving using this, and also just like my cuticles, they've been really dry and I've been getting a lot of hangnails, so this has been very helpful. I got 3 hair products, starting off with this hair mask. I love trying new hair masks. It's rare that I get a hair mask again, just because I want to try and see what all the other ones are all about. So this one is Being Frenchy Awaken and Uplift Citrus Amber Nourishing Hair Mask. Smells amazing. It's not what I typically go for. Usually it's not like this. Maybe I would do more in a body wash, not really a hair mask. But it's very lovely, and it does a great job at making my hair feel soft. It's getting all the tangles out. I'm also trying another hair mask along with this one. So if I'm not wearing this one, I've been trying out this other one, which I'm not as much of a fan. So now that I'm using these side by side, I'm like, oh, I like this one more, because because it just gets the tangles out of my hair and it makes my hair so incredibly soft. I believe this is Ashley Tisdale's brand. I'm not sure. I've been seeing it all over TikTok, and she had this other scent that was very popular. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember people talking about it nonstop. So I want to check out that brand, and hopefully I'll see what else is within their collection. This one, I know everyone can't shut up about it, is the Day Cactus Fruit 3-in-1 Styling Cream. Although I've only had this for a couple of weeks, I've been using it multiple times in 1 week. I use it, my husband uses it, we have different hair textures. I really like using this for more of like a sleek look. So if you ever see me in a sleek ponytail, bun, anything that's just more pulled back, this is what I use. And I only use this. Maybe I'll add a little bit of hairspray depending on where I'm going, but I primarily just use this, and it gets all my baby hairs. It actually keeps my hair looking really shiny if you like that look. So I use this, but then I go in with this. So I discovered this on Amazon. I guess it's a dual brush. It's a little more stiff, so this is what I like to use if I'm going for a sleek look. And then for something not as sleek, like right now I just wanted to pull it back and up, I would go in with this side. It's been very helpful because I could just switch, and it's not too big, but it's bigger than what I was using before, which was a rat tail comb brush that you could also tease, where this has more surface and more bristle, so I was able to really get my hair pulled back. So I've been really enjoying the combination of these two whenever I go for that particular look. I hope you guys enjoyed my fall favorites video. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more fashion and beauty content, and happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have a ton of food, spend time with family and friends, or if you're doing something more solo, I hope this is a time where you could just relax, unwind, kind of just catch up on everything that's been going on. That's what I'll be doing. I'm actually going to be incorporating more writing, which is very, I don't know, I'm feeling a little anxious about it. There's a story behind it, which I definitely want to get into in a different video, but essentially it's my mother's diary journal, and she only filled maybe a third of it, so I'm going to continue writing in it, and it makes me very excited but also anxious. I think anxious because it's my handwriting and I can be so particular with it, and she wrote in script and I'm like, I want to write in script too, and my script is like so-so. If you are in your 20s or younger, you know how it feels with writing a script. You only write it for your signature, and that's about it. So that's kind of where I'm at, but it's going to be a challenge. I'm challenging myself to do this for myself, for hopefully my future child that will one day read this. But I'm looking forward to it, and I'm actually starting it this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in another video.